Alright, here's a fun project if you're stuck at home like I am. All you need is some cheap acrylic paint. You can get it on Amazon, Walmart, cheapest stuff you can get. That's what I did. Get yourself a denim jacket, thrift store. I got this one from Amazon, $35.99. Levi's jacket, not bad. Not a bad price. Paint the back black, one coat, that's all it took. Covered really nice. Nice and even. Put a little board under it to keep it stiff, even though it wrinkled up anyhow. That didn't seem to really get in the way though. Here we go, I'm getting my Bob Ross on now. Putting some clouds in. This worked out really well. I'm just winging it here, guys. I'm not an artist. So, you know, put my moon in there. I was really happy with the way the sky came out. Put a little orange in here. The sky gets real ominous like this. I love the way this looks. Kind of like a tornado. Started to put up the wall in the back, and oh yeah, this is where I thought I was gonna have to throw the whole project out. It's like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I just went for it. There we go. My little lamp, which I was so proud of in the beginning. I thought it came out really, really nice, and I basically covered it with the rest of the painting. Drawing all my lines in for the bricks. This was very tedious. This took a long time. But once I saw the bricks start to come in, I said, oh, okay, I might be able to save this thing. There are several times during this project where I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to throw this thing in the trash. The defining moment, putting in the stone caps there. I really knew it was gonna work after the white helped, the moonlight, white coming through the top. When I put the shadow in the bottom, I said, okay, we're in, we got it. Anyhow, so I was happy with the way that came out. Here comes Eddie. I was just trying to get the shape of the head right. Did the neck a little darker. There's the body. I started to do the hair, and I was like, it's got a little red in it, so I thought I had to do the red in the background, and then cover it with the yellow. I think that worked out okay. At this point, I was like, let me put the eyes, the nose, and the mouth in so I get the proportions right. That way, if there is a problem, I can just paint right over it. And I was a little scared because I think it looks real amateur hour right now. So I was like, I was thinking about throwing it out again. But then after I did the neck, I got a lot of confidence. I was really happy with the way the neck came out. And the shirt, again, I started to do the shirt and I'm like, oh, this thing's going in the trash again. I had no confidence going into the shirt. But then the highlights on the neck, I was like really proud of the way that the neck came out. So I was like, all right, I'm going to push on with this. And the next morning I decided to really work on the shirt. And I started in with this green. I don't know why I did that. Because I just think it looks horrible. So I think I let it be overnight. And yeah, this is the next morning and I'm like, I got to get this shirt together. If this shirt doesn't work, this whole thing doesn't work. So I really spent a lot of time on the shirt. This was probably the hardest part. The shirt and the hair drove me up the wall. Just a lot of trial and error. I was like, I got to get rid of this green. I don't know why I put that green in there. I mean, I think it helps being underneath, because it gives the yellow a greenish tinge, which I think the painting needed. Here we go. And the shirt started to come together a bit, and then I got really happy. I was like, oh, good, then we can move forward. Drinking a beer, I hope nobody minds. Yeah. Then the highlights came in, and then I was really psyched. I was like, oh, I think the shirt looks good. I think I got the shoulders good. I love his creepy shoulders. You know, they're all bony and whatnot. Like, his neck is all sunk in. Here's another moment where I crapped my pants. I was like, oh my god, this looks terrible. You know, you really got to stick with it to the end. I was like, oh, this looks like a drawing that a 3-year-old did. I was really scared at this point. I said, oh, after all this work, I'm going to have to throw this thing out now. But I just stayed with it. Here's my son driving me bananas, asking me a million questions while I'm trying to concentrate. Ay, ay, ay. So now they added some moonlight in there. I love the way it looks with that white, those white highlights. And when I started to do around the bottom of the mouth there, and around the eyes, I said, you know what? We might have something here. I like the bright yellow on the side of the face. It looks like he's got like headlights aimed at him or something like that. You got the moonlight in the back, and then like on the left side of his face, it looks like maybe there's maybe police headlights on. So interesting. This is the next morning. This is the hair. I was dreading this. I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this hair. You know, when you work with acrylic is very thick paint. So even if you have a very fine brush, the acrylic tends to ball up on the end of the brush, and you can't get really fine lines. So I was watering it down. I know, you're not supposed to water it down. But it's the only way I could get the acrylic to really thin out. I know you can get mediums and stuff like that help acrylic thin out, but I just didn't have it. And with the way things are right now, I can't run out to the store and get it. So we're adding the yellow in there. This is where I really got psyched about the hair, because I was able to get some fine lines coming out of the top. So I was like, oh yes, this might work. It might work. I was really proud of my little fine lines there. He's got this crazy hair. It's about one of the best parts of the picture. The original picture, at least. Yeah, when I got the hair done, I got a lot of confidence. I was like, oh yeah, I was really into it now. I was like, that was a big hurdle. You know, it's a fun thing about painting. You get past these challenges that you don't really know if you can get past them, and when you do, you're like, oh yeah, awesome, great. Like I said, I'm not an artist, guys. You know, I think everybody should try this. How cool is it to have an Iron Maiden jacket? Come on! Oh, I love Iron Maiden. I love Derek Riggs. I love his paintings. I think it's amazing artwork. It's one thing to copy somebody's artwork, like the Chantaloon that I am. It's another thing for him to create this. Isn't that amazing? I always say it's one thing to play like a Metallica as a cover band, but imagine coming up with the music. Oh. It's a whole new talent altogether. It's amazing talent. Derek Riggs, hats off. Look at this. The teeth come in. Nice set of choppers. I did them too white. Working on the gums here. Little highlights on the gums. I think that really popped. I really like the way that looked. Dirty up the teeth a little bit. Teeth were fun. There's his tongue in there. That was a little tough to do. I was trying to make it... Oh, the eyes. Okay. Gotta talk about the eyes, right? Yeah. It's so intense, right? I love it. Oh, here we go. The lettering. This was hair-raising, too. I marked this out with a pencil. I think the brick wall and the Iron Maiden logo is the only thing I've marked out with a pencil. Had to do it for these letters. They're tricky, man. Especially with a paintbrush. I wanted to get it straight and even. I think I accomplished that. Putting the red in, that was tedious. Glad the ice cream man's here. Yeah. The red, I think the red really makes the letters pop. I was jumping up and down at this point. I was like, I got an Iron Maiden jacket. I'm so psyched.